And Danny, that's Greg. I just got off work. He's about to go to bed to go to work. We've been watching Hank Williams Jr. and award ceremonies and talking about his dad. So got a little teary eyed and stuff. I do that to you. Man's been through a lot. And I think Greg just realized how much America has always looked up to him through 911, through Desert Storm, through Monday Night Football. And there was a gentleman on there because this horse was before they kicked him off for using a Hitler analogy, which they do in politics all the time now, like Greg said.
Yeah, it's all you hear. Yeah.
And come to find out, it was about Barack Obama playing golf with somebody. It'd be like that would be like Kennedy playing golf with Hitler or something. I forget what the reference was, but it wasn't a reference. It was an analogy. So he went on like 5 talk shows, and I'm not going to apologize. Look at he brought dictionaries. He handed it to them all. Read what an analogy is.
Hank ain't the apologizing type, especially when he's not wrong.
Right.
But
so, there's an old saying, it is what it is. I don't really like that saying. I think that saying is said a lot just so somebody can be lazy because they don't want to do something. Now, there are some things that really are what they are. So it is what it is. But we're going to jump right into this one. And
real quick, the point of the story was that a gentleman said that Hank would be the ambassador of Monday Night Football for a long time unless someone really stupid was put in charge.
He said, and no one should ever change that, and they won't unless somebody really stupid gets put in charge.
And sure enough, so it came to pass.
Yeah, so this is off of the Pure Hank album, and it was a big song for him. I kind of forgot about it, but Greg hasn't seen their lyrics or anything. Hank has great diction. Don't need them.
When I was a boy in school, learning the golden rule, I had a crush on my teacher. She was a beautiful creature. When I look at kids today, I think of how we used to play. She taught all us boys and girls this little song about the real world. She said, now class, if it will, it will. And if it won't, it won't. If it does, it does. Yeah, if it don't, it don't. Some days are good, some bad, you know. That's the way it goes. Give the wheel of life a spin. See where it lands. Let your spirit fly free. Enjoy yourself while you can.
Alright, we'll let him talk about it, but I would just say do the don't bob your head or dance or bang your head challenge to that song. Give a damn what kind of music you like. If you're alone and ain't nobody watching, you're going to bob your damn head and dance. Go ahead.
Not at all what I was expecting. Hank does what Hank wants to do. When Danny and I were watching these clips of Hank, and they, of course, referenced his accident and such, I had this idea in my head, and I hope no one takes this the wrong way or takes offense to it, but it does seem like almost that when Hank had that experience on the mountain, almost dying and such, and it sort of seems like the old Hank, the Hank that was still kind of grafted to his father's legacy that closely, kind of was left on the mountain, and who came out of the hospital was, that the fiercely individualistic Hank Williams Jr. that was soon to be unleashed upon the world. It even like his look, the beard and the sunglasses, which are essentially designed to hide the scars from the surgeries, That's become his signature look. When he was young, he did kind of resemble his father physically. Now, like you see that look, it's like, yep, that is most definitely that is Hank Williams Jr. right there. And
You heard about he heard he had a vision.
yeah,
Remember?
I'm talking to his dad. It says, yeah,
Yeah.
where he's said you got to be your own person. So Hank's own person is someone that is fiercely loyal to uh, the country music uh, as he sees it, but also not afraid to experiment. This song felt jazzy in the beginning there with the piano, even Hank's vocal, like how he was. I've never heard him use his vibrato like that before, and it was great. It was solid, like it was spot on, and like how he used his lower register in an almost playful way. This was something I wasn't expecting. I've heard a lot from Hank. I've heard sort of bluesy stuff, country stuff, rock stuff, leaning into this sort of jazzy, and then it goes like right into like your hardcore country swagger that Hank is known for in the chorus there. So yeah, not what I was expecting, but whatever Hank touches, it's gonna be gold. So I'm digging it, 100%.
Don't be in a hurry and don't ever make plans. 'Cause if it will, it will. And if it won't, it won't. If it does, it does. Hey, if it don't, it don't. Life is not always so smooth, and Murphy's Law is gonna rule. You know the river's gonna flow wherever it wants to go. And if the rain wants to fall, you can't stop it at all. No one has ever had control over this world, don't you know? 'Cause if it will, it will. And if it won't, it won't. If it does, it does. And if it don't, it don't. Life is not always so smooth. Hey, Murphy's Law is gonna rule. 'Cause if it will, it will. If it won't, it won't. If it does, it does, it does. If it don't, it don't. No one has ever had control over this old world, don't you know? Ain't it so?
Hank is turning up the heat there vocally. The background vocals as well, the call and response, that was really nicely done. Again, caught me off guard. I'm amazed that this song only went to number 26 on the Hot Country chart because it is so catchy. I think maybe
I think
some
this
people
song
just.
come out with Rodeo and like Reed McIntyre, Fancy, and
Okay.
it just come out at a really bad time.
Okay, a lot of good stuff competing for the top spots. Yeah, and also like I can see people just sort of like being sort of thrown for a loop by the song. It's got a lot of twists and turns
I'm not sure
in
this
there.
song ever came on the radio.
Yeah,
I don't know.
yeah, it was.
I heard them all the time. So
Yeah, it actually this was. I mean, again, I didn't listen to the radio that much, but it says it was the first single. So that's usually the song that they put on the radio.
okay. Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, this for as long as Hank has been recording and as long as he's been writing, and the sheer quantity of work that he's done, he's always able to come up with melodies that will just nail themselves into your head. Probably when I'm at work, I'll kind of be bobbing to the rhythm of the song, which I'll need at work.
Hank is the first artist I remember singing along with. Like, I can remember Stairway to Heaven because we'd always like study those lyrics. Me and my cousin try to figure out what the fuck they meant. Still, I'm still up in the air on some of it, but and I love Leonard Skinner and Styx. All the Allman Brothers, Marshall Tucker, Eagles. But Hank is the first one I remember like knowing all the words, And as Hank the Third said, you couldn't really go anywhere to any kind of gathering on a party, any keg party known to man, Hank Williams Jr. was going to play.
Yeah.
I don't care what color they were, what genre of people, or that ain't a word. Yeah, I don't give a fuck where you were. You're right here, Hank. So it's kind of hard to escape it.
And really, who would want to escape it?
Country music? Sorry.
Stop it at all. No one has ever had control over this world, don't you know? 'Cause if it will, it will. And if it won't, it won't. If it does, it does. And if it don't, it don't. Life is not always so smooth. Hey, Murphy's Law is gonna rule. 'Cause if it will, it will. If it won't, it won't. If it does, it does, it does. If it don't, it don't. No one has ever had control over this old world, don't you know? Ain't it so?
So, pretty sure that's correct. Pretty sure that's like the 19th greatest hits album. Or classic hits, whatever you want to call them. I think he's made, man, I don't even want to reference it. Hundreds of albums. Well over 100. I mean, Hank 3 said, we did a reaction with Hank the 3rd, but it was, latency was off, and it was my first day going to work, and it sucked because it was a great reaction. Because you talk physical copies to Greg, you know, that's his bread and butter.
Yeah, Hank the Third seemed like a very cool dude. Definitely one.
I've had every Tool CD like 4 times. I have. I mean, there's not 6, but still.
But yeah, that Hank's first.
I had that on cassette tape, I know for sure, pure Hank.
Oh wow, yeah. In my storage area in the basement, I still have 2 boxes full of tapes. Some of them still in their cases, some of them spilled out. Some old mixtapes that I made back in the day. But
we got VCR tapes of me singing Hank when I was young.
Wow, that's future content for the channel right there. But where's I going with this? Oh yeah, Hank his first recording was when he was 14, so he's been recording for a really long time, and but you know, Hank as the Hank that we know it now, I think started in what 75, 76, something like that.
Yeah, but Hank started touring at 8 years old.
Yeah, oh yeah, yeah.
Literally, this isn't an analogy. Or he was pushed on stage in a little suit, singing "Hit by Bye Boo Boo Daddy's Words" at 8 years old.
Yeah,
And he was just good enough by the age of 14 to completely cut an album. Pretty sure of all of his dad's content.
oh yeah, yeah. Think so.
I would, it would always have to be.
Yeah.
I would have to check with the great Gary Goodman, but pretty sure. And I think his own. Did Gary tell us he did make his own album in '75? I know his big come out album was '79. The one Family Tradition. The shit, can't remember the name of it now. I think it's the greatest hits. Or I got paused.
All right, so Danny has left the premises briefly. Tech issues, a common story with the channel. So the album we were talking about is Family Tradition, which was released in May 1979. Actually, that was the single, but the album was also released in 1979. The album is also called Family Tradition. That is considered Hank's comeback album. Interestingly enough, It Will was released in May as a single as well. So May's a good month for Hank. It seems that the lyrics on this song were basically saying, shit happens. You know? It said nobody has complete control. Um, and it's times like this I kind of wish I had Elizabeth Shaw from the Charismatic Voice on like call so I could ask her how many octaves Hank's voice is spanning in the song, because he's getting super, super, super low in some of those spots. And then he's going like really high with that great like focused nasal sound that he's got and all that twang. Um, yeah, so yeah, it's Hank is good. Hank is really, really good. And I bet this song absolutely kills live, just with that groove, having people jumping up and down and like the backing vocals that they could shout back. Yeah, I bet the song is absolutely wicked live.
Yeah, no doubt. Yeah. Careful Who You Love. It was a lot of good songs, man. I wish that was a better version. We damn sure. That's so good. Hank singing with Emma. I mean, they toured together a lot. But, oh, yeah, we watched America Will Survive. Put that out right after 911.
And if you're gonna get a guy to sing about survival, I mean, Hank's your guy.
Yeah, that's true, man. I didn't think about that. But yeah, I guess it's a cutoff, man. I don't know if the audio will actually be there, so we'll call it a short one. At 16 minutes. I don't know how the hell people. Anyway, yeah, you'll say that. There's a lot of cool CDs.
Oh,
Physical copies, bro, right there.
I'm earmarking them. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Check.
A lot of AC/DC Eagles, Skinner, and Eagles,
and Waylon's favorite, Garth Brooks, back there.
yeah. I mean, I like some of Garth's music, but I let three of them guys working on a full house. Another poker card playing analogy. Basically, you had too many fucking kids, man. Quit fucking. Oh Lord. Hank's got Queen of My Heart. The Queen of Hearts. Kind of a double reference there. And a lot of slow songs. Old Habits. I forget about that one all the time. Old Habits. I use lifesavers to help me get off cigarettes. For your love, I ain't putting lifesavers yet. So, yeah, it's good. All right, we out of here. Much love.
Mental health is very real. Music is your best support group. Love y'all.
And don't make Hank angry. Much love.